excellent victory and very well deserved.
Yeah, 100% I thought so. I thought we started the game very well and got ourselves in front, and then after about 30 minutes we kind of, I don't know, just weren't on the front foot as much anymore and weren't winning as much headers and little knockdowns and forcing ourselves onto them with a chat at half time, and then come into the second half and I thought we were well on top. I thought we had some really, really good chances, and I thought we did everything that we wanted to do in order to come to a place at Barrow. I think we did it very, very well. So every credit to the players, and especially going into 10 men. They showed a lot of guts and a lot of character, and they fought for the supporters, and the supporters rallied them on, and it was great to get that one at the end there.
Always a good sign when your two full-backs are getting a lot of position in the opposition half, and there were some great crosses by both Ethan and Josh today. Yeah,
I think we had 4 chances that we would consider on another day that we would be disappointed not to take, and that's not criticism. I'd never do that. I'm just trying to say how good I thought that the chances were. We'd be disappointed not to take them with the quality of the players that we think that we've got, but then we go and score another one and get that victory. So it was an important goal for us. It gave us that wee bit of lift, and then the players just kept fighting and got us over the line.
Great to get the first one from a set piece. Good corner by Ethan, and Jordan really determined to get on the end of it.
Terrific header. When you get that delivery, you're asking people to be aggressive and go and get in the end of things. So all of that came together and we scored a good goal.
And then disappointed to concede the equaliser from the corner, and I know he struck it really well, but he had an awful lot of space, didn't he, to set himself?
Well, there's people that it's jobs, you can rest assured. I'm not going to say who it is now. We'll speak to them when we go back over the organisation of that. But there's people supposed to release and get to the edge of the box. We'll go through that when we get back in, whatever day of the week it is. I don't even know, I've lost track of time now. But we'll go through that, and we'll make sure that we go over that again and make sure that when the ball does go to the edge of the box, people are doing their jobs and get out to that. But it is a good strike from the lad, but we should still be getting out there and putting it under pressure.
But apart from that 15 minutes, probably the end of that first half, I mean, really you're the more composed side, the side that was creating more opportunities throughout, I thought.
I don't think anybody could say that we weren't the better side in the second half. I thought we were on top of everything, and we penned Barrow in for pretty much most of or all of the 45 minutes. We've created probably 5 very, very good chances that we're disappointed that we've only taken 1, but we take the important one and we get the 2-1 victory. But I think that was fairness for the way I think that we played, and that's me just being honest. I would never say that if I didn't think that's what I seen. But no, the players just up to the intensity of the second half, and a lot more aggression and a wee bit more, should we call it, a wee bit more arrogance about saying, no, I'm going to take part in this game and I'm going to get the better of you, the opponent that I'm playing against, and go and put them in the back foot. And I think that to a man they did that in the second half.
Thoughts on the sending off of Paul Lewis?
Yeah, I'm square with it, and I can see why. I can see why. Yes, it is given. I can. You can say that you're entitled to go for the ball and all of that kind of stuff. But if you don't get the ball and then you make contact with the goalkeeper, I think that happens. If the goalkeeper goes for the ball like that and he doesn't make contact with the ball and he takes Paul out, you can see that maybe that we would get the decision then. But it was one of them, and I can understand why he got sent off for it. But what I would say was he is entitled to go for the ball, but I don't want to see him getting hurt and all the rest of it. I haven't seen it really close up. But the referee's made the decision, and you just have to think that he's made the right one.
It didn't change your pattern of playing with the 10 men there, and what a cracking winner from Kane Hemmings, and a great ball in again by Josh Dacres-Cotley.
Yeah, a terrific delivery, and Kane does what we've been saying to him all the time: stay middle of the goal and get across people, contact and hit the target, and he went in. It was the way he went in, right into the top, the roof of the net, but made it even more special from the angle I was at, and right into our fans as well, who deserve that because they've travelled on the roadways a lot, and to see it get in was great, and the way that we celebrated it was superb.
Perfect holiday period so far, but the game's going quick and fast. We've got New Year's Day now. We've got Crewe away, a side you've already played twice and beaten twice this season, but another tough game.
It really is, yeah. Got to be more of the same of what we did today. Got to play with that intensity, that fire that we keep speaking about, that sometimes has been missing. Got to go and find that again. We'll get them rested and get them back doing it, so it's going to be a late return for us this evening, but we'll be back back in again the day before the Crewe game. As you can see, I don't really know what day of the week it is. Day before the Crewe game, Saturday, and we'll be ready to go and play them on New Year's Day down there, and we'll no doubt be back by a big Tranmere following, which would be great. So hopefully we can continue this little run that we're on and keep forcing ourselves up the table.
Yeah, I mean, it's over 300 here tonight on a Thursday evening, and there'll be over 1,000 there, I'm sure, at Gresty Road on Sunday as well. I mean, they make a big difference to you at Crewe, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely, and us to them. So it works both ways. We've got to give them something to get excited about. I'm sure that we did this evening. We've got to continue that. Barrow's always a difficult place to come, always, and to pick up 3 points here is very satisfying. But we will enjoy our journey back down the road and get them back in again, as I say, on Saturday, and we go again and try and get another valuable result down at Crewe.
Two very important victories, two consistent performances, and that's the challenge now. Keep on putting that consistency together, because they know what they can do now.
Like I said to you on the game the other day, after the Doncaster game, it's got to be this sort of time, turn up and hit this tempo. And if we turn up and hit this tempo and this desire to want to be first at everything all over the pitch, we've got some good quality players, and you see if they get into the areas that they can get into, they can deliver great quality and score us good goals. So that's what we've got to continue to try and do.
Sort of halfway through the season now, and that's 23 games after tonight. How do you reflect on that first half of the season?
Like I've probably said, that it may go like up and down and roller coastery. Now it's about trying to level that out at the top end of the roller coaster now, try and hit the levels that get us victories, but we keep pushing the group on and keep trying to find the levels of performance and all of the time that will get us results. We'll just keep pushing it on.
And away from tonight's game, very, very sad news just before kick-off that Pele had passed away. I mean, a legend in the game. Just your thoughts about that, Becky?
I think everybody's involved in football. I mean, look how far we are away from Brazil, and it's touched here. I think that's the tribute to the man, is that it's touched Barrow. From there on, and it'll touch every part of the globe. That's how in high esteem that Pele was held, and will continue to be. He'll never ever be forgotten. He'll always be one of the greatest players ever to play the game. There'll be no doubt about that. But I think the best tribute you could pay him is that we're talking about it away over here, and if you can have that as a footballer, or as anybody representing football, then you must have had some career, and absolutely he represented the game of football even after he finished playing unbelievably well, and a real sad loss, but not a loss really, because guys like that never really die. They'll never be forgotten, and I'm sure that loads of tributes will be paid quite rightly all around the world this evening and over the next few weeks.